You woke up today because your ancestors became almost completely naked. That sounds backwards. Most mammals survive because of their fur. We survived because we lost ours. Look at a chimpanzee. Its body is covered with thick hair. Look at yourself. You belong to the same ape family, yet your skin is almost completely exposed. Somewhere in the last few million years, something extraordinary happened. Our ancestors abandoned one of evolution's greatest inventions, and they never went back. Why? Scientists have argued about this mystery for more than a century. The answer is stranger than most people imagine, because losing our fur may have helped create everything that makes us human. It begins in Africa, around 7 million years ago. Dense forests stretched across much of the landscape. Early human ancestors spent much of their time climbing trees. Like other apes, they carried thick body hair. It protected them from the sun. It kept them warm during cool nights. It shielded their skin from insects and scratches. Fur was an advantage. Then the world changed. The climate slowly became drier. Forests began shrinking. Open woodlands and grasslands expanded. Food became harder to find. Our ancestors faced a choice: adapt or disappear. Some species vanished. One lineage tried something different. It spent more time walking on two legs. Bipedalism changed everything. Standing upright reduced the amount of sunlight hitting the body during the hottest part of the day. A vertical posture also lifted the body higher into moving air. Even a slight breeze became valuable. But walking farther created a new problem: heat. Every muscle produces heat. The harder you move, the hotter your body becomes. Most mammals solve this problem by panting. Dogs do it. Wolves do it. Even many primates rely on rapid breathing to cool themselves. But panting has limits. You cannot pant efficiently while breathing in a steady rhythm for long-distance running. Humans found another solution: sweat. Lots of it. Human skin contains between 2 and 4 million eccrine sweat glands, more than almost any other mammal. Each gland releases water onto the skin. As that water evaporates, it carries heat away. It works like nature's air conditioner. But there was one problem. Sweat does not work very well through thick fur. Hair traps moisture. Evaporation slows down. Cooling becomes inefficient. If natural selection favored better cooling, less body hair suddenly became an advantage. Researchers such as Peter Wheeler proposed that reduced hair combined with upright walking dramatically improved our ability to survive under the African sun. The idea remains influential today. Imagine two early humans crossing an open plain. One overheats after a few kilometers. The other keeps moving. Who reaches the next water source? Who catches more food? Who survives long enough to raise children? Tiny differences become enormous across thousands of generations. Evolution rarely needs perfection. It only needs one version to perform slightly better. But cooling alone does not explain everything. Another clue comes from hunting. Unlike cheetahs, humans are not especially fast. Unlike lions, we have no giant claws. Unlike wolves, we have no powerful jaws. So how did we become successful hunters? By refusing to stop. Anthropologist Daniel Lieberman has studied how humans evolved for endurance running. Many animals can sprint faster than us. Very few can keep moving through the midday heat as efficiently as we can. Imagine an antelope running from a hunter. It sprints away. Then it stops. Its body is overheating. It needs to recover. The human keeps jogging, slowly, steadily, hour after hour. Eventually, the exhausted animal can no longer escape. This strategy is called persistence hunting. Some hunter-gatherer societies still practice versions of it today. Without efficient sweating, without reduced body hair, this remarkable ability might never have evolved. But another mystery remains. If fur disappeared for cooling, why do we still have hair on our heads? The answer may lie directly above your eyes. Your brain is expensive. It consumes about 20% of your body's energy, while making up only about 2% of your weight. It also generates heat. Head hair protects the scalp from intense solar radiation, while allowing the rest of the body to stay relatively hairless for cooling. It's a compromise. Lose hair where sweating matters most. Keep it where sunlight becomes dangerous. Even our eyebrows may have survived for practical reasons. They help channel sweat away from the eyes. Small details, huge consequences. Not every scientist agrees on the full story. Some researchers suggest parasites played an important role. Ticks, lice, fleas. Dense fur creates a perfect home for tiny hitchhikers. Losing body hair could have reduced disease and infection. Others believe sexual selection mattered. Perhaps smoother skin signaled health, or youth, or fewer parasites. Individuals with less hair may simply have been considered more attractive by potential mates. Over thousands of generations, preferences can reshape entire species. Charles Darwin himself considered this possibility. Modern researchers continue debating exactly how much influence mate choice had. There may never be a single answer. Evolution rarely works through one cause alone. Instead, many small pressures push in the same direction. Climate, movement, parasites, mate choice, each adds another vote. Together, they transform a species. Then something unexpected happened. Humans became cold. A nearly hairless ape expanded beyond Africa, into Europe, into Asia, into environments where winter could kill within hours. We had solved one problem only to create another.
So, we invented a replacement, not biologically, culturally, clothing, fire, shelters, blankets, needles. Every layer you wear today is artificial fur. Instead of waiting millions of years for evolution to regrow thick coats, humans built their own, again and again, generation after generation. Culture began solving problems faster than biology ever could. That changed the future forever. From that point onward, survival depended less on genetic change and more on shared knowledge. A child no longer needed thicker fur. The child needed parents who knew how to make clothes. Ideas became survival tools. Knowledge became inheritance. Technology became evolution's new partner. There is one final twist. Humans never truly became hairless. Look closely. Your body is still covered with millions of tiny hairs. Most are simply shorter, finer, harder to notice. The genetic instructions never completely disappeared. They changed their expression. Your body still remembers its ancient coat. It simply wears a lighter version. In other words, you are not a naked ape. You are an ape wearing the blueprint of forgotten fur. Every drop of sweat on your skin tells the same story. Every marathon, every hike, every summer afternoon, every t-shirt, every air conditioner, they all trace back to one ancient evolutionary gamble. A gamble that traded warmth for endurance, comfort for possibility, fur for freedom. The next time you step into the sun, remember this. Your skin is not unfinished. It is evidence. Evidence that millions of years ago, survival belonged to the ape willing to let go of its coat. And perhaps the strangest part of all, everything humans have built since then has been an attempt to replace what evolution once took away.